Hey everybody, today I'm going to quickly show you just a few things about a manual transmission car. First I'm going to show you the pieces that are a part of a manual transmission car that normally you wouldn't find on an automatic transmission car. And secondly, I'm going to show you how to start it, put it into gear, and get rolling, okay? Alright, now that we've made our way into the car, we're going to check out two things mainly that are different in a manual transmission than an automatic. The first thing we're going to check out is the clutch. It's an extra pedal that's by your feet. It's to the left of the brake. And the other thing that we're going to look at is the gear shifter. The gear shifter is going to be in the exact same spot as the parking, reverse, neutral, drive that's in an automatic transmission car. But it's actually going to give us all of our gears that we're going to go into individually. So really what we're going to want to do is we just want to check out where our first gear is. After we check out where our first gear is, we're going to make sure that we're in neutral, okay? And by doing that, we just go from side to side. The other thing that I failed to mention is that we do have a parking brake. Now, this is the only parking brake. Now, in your automatic car, you would consider that your emergency brake. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get our keys. We make sure we're in neutral, and we push our clutch in. And we're going to push on the brake because we want to make sure that we're not going to go anywhere. And put the key in. Go ahead and turn it. And we're off and going. Not going anywhere, but the engine's on. We're in neutral. We can take our foot off the brake, take our foot off the clutch. We've got our parking brake on. So what we're going to want to do just to get this car into gear is we're going to want to push on our clutch and put it in first gear. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put the clutch all the way to the floor. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move my gear shifter over to the left and push up. Now we're in first gear. Once we're in first gear, we can start making the transition from the clutch to the gas. We make the transition from the clutch to the gas, it's going to be kind of like this. Our clutch is all the way down, and our gas foot is just hovering above it. What we're going to want to do is kind of seamlessly transition from clutch to gas. So I'm going to do that now, and we're going to see if we can hit somewhere, okay? And there we go. So that is really how it works. It's a little bit more complicated than that, and it does take a lot more practice. Alright, so just as a summary, we found our clutch, we found our gear shifter. We need to press in the clutch when we start the car, and then once we go, we've got to make sure to level everything out. We've got clutch, and then add a little bit of gas. So I hope you've learned a little something. It's not very in-depth, but I hope it's a little something that's going to give you an insight into how to move or start to move a manual transmission car. Thanks.